Well, hello everyone. Good afternoon. It is Saturday, hot as hell here in Arizona. It's afternoon, almost. I think. Let's see. It is actually 2 o'clock, almost 2 o'clock, a quarter till. And yeah, I stepped outside this morning around 10:30 while I was walking my dog, and it was very warm. And you ask, why do I still live here in Arizona? Because of the rest of the year is very satisfying. The rest of the year round. I So then I can appreciate, the fact of living here because there's a couple months of, hellish weather, and then we get back to the nice weather. So, anyways, I'm still a little sleepy. I have some Benadryl in my system still from earlier this morning, but that didn't stop me from waking up with deep thoughts and visuals in my head like I do on the daily. Being a Gemini and empath and all of the above, the way I was, the way I was created to be this very compassionate person. And it doesn't matter, you know, what things happen in my life, who affects me, who upsets me, who makes me sad or glad. I'm always going to be very compassionate. That's just how I am. I just love people. I don't care what color you are. And I know that sounds corny to some, but I really don't. I have all kinds of, friends in my life, different races, cultures, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the way that I was raised and the family that I was raised in, and my grandparents and our neighbors, the villages that we had. There's no villages anymore. We need to get back to where we have villages where, the people are loving up on the children, because the children matter. They matter. They're created. They don't ask to be put here on the earth, but they need to be guided. There's no guidance in this world. So with that being said, when I woke up this morning, I had a lot of deep thoughts in my mind this morning, and then I had a visual. And so I was sitting there and I'm like, okay, this visual, God, is just crazy that you're giving me, but I'm going to do it anyway because we had everything that I needed to do it real quick. So I did the visual, played around with it, got my little one's opinion on it, and she's very good at critiquing my work and whatever I'm doing. So she gave her opinion, and I played around with the picture a little bit that I took of the visual that I put together, and so she liked the outcome of it. So then I meditated on it, stared at the picture, and I thought, okay, what can I write that would go with this visual that would come together and make sense? And so, being that I don't like to talk politics, religion, race, I've never been one to like to debate about that. Every now and then if it's with a really close friend or family member, but otherwise just having a conversation with a stranger on the street or in the store or whatever, I'm not the one. I've never been the one. That we're all entitled to our thoughts and opinions and our feelings and whatnot. I think that's what's wrong nowadays is if you don't agree with somebody and get on board with someone or jump on the bandwagon with people, then you're wrong. You're completely wrong. No one can feel or have or say what they feel in their own way. It has to be, oh, I agree with you, so I'm going to get on board with what you say because I don't want you to disagree with what I have to say or feel offended or whatever. People are so living in fear nowadays. Fear of having your own brain and thinking with your own brain and having your own thoughts and speaking your own opinion and speaking your own truth. It's just so backwards nowadays. So moving forward with that, the visual that I had, I hope you guys like it. I hope you can see why I did the vision that I did. And I hope that you can appreciate and soak in the poem that I did. It's a very short and simple poem, but I hope you guys can appreciate what I put together. And I hope I get a lot of responses on it. Whether you agree, disagree, feedback is welcome. I'm all for that. I just hope you guys like it, and I hope you can get some meaning out of it, and maybe discuss it or share it with someone else to see what they get out of it. Not to get into an argument or anything, but to see what do they really see in the visual that may be different from what you might see. So, anyways, you guys have a blessed weekend, and this short, simple poem is called Selfish versus Selfless. Because of the lack of caring, sharing, giving love to the living, having no need to protect and respect one another, Breaking bread in this day and age amongst one another's race would be a very difficult task. And being that we are all awake and aware of this, why oh why do we seek world peace? Tell me, why do we even waste our breaths and continue to ask of this?